congratulations. I'm with George here, who's on a remarkable show, Twin Peaks. Hey, tell us on how you managed to land that gig.
Well, I made a feature film called From the Head about a bathroom attendant in a strip club, and David Lynch saw that movie, and David responded really well to it, and he thought of me when he was casting Twin Peaks.
What in particular did David saw in you that figured that you were perfect for your character?
I don't know. Maybe it's my entrepreneurial spirit.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your character on Twin Peaks. I mean, there are like diehard fans for Twin Peaks, but your character has a major role, even though it's a few episodes, but it's a major role in the first season of this new Twin Peaks.
Sure. Yeah. I would agree that I have great impact on the plot, and yeah. Well, I don't think I had to show up too much to have a lot of repercussions on what I did,
Now, how a lot of your scenes are with Kyle MacLachlan throughout the entire for this first season of Twin Peaks. How was that acting opposite with him?
Kyle is a great person to be around. He's really warm and he's really kind. And so I had to block a lot of that part of him out because he's a really nice guy. When I first met him, he was in his coupe contacts and everything and the wig, and he still managed to seem very warm. And he's a great actor. I've always admired him. I'm a big fan for a long time. So I had to regulate some of that, meeting him. But I think he made it real easy for me.
Was his character a bit scary to you when you actually approached? He seemed that Kyle MacLachlan seems very angry.
Yeah. Well, he didn't scare me.
Now, one of the things about this show that your character actually go through, there were like certain weird scenes that you actually were put up through. Like, I think there was like a scene with the specters and all this kind of stuff when you not to give out too much spoilers. How was acting in those type of scenes?
Okay, so part 8, you're talking about part 8, yeah. And there's a lot of things that happen that very intense visually, and that that put together. I think it's a masterpiece, part 8. But that night in particular, David Lynch is very good at filling those moments and helping create an environment where anything can happen, And I felt like he really helped me prepare for that.
So I was going to ask you, is like, how is David Lynch as a director? Because obviously he's one of the most, very revered and well-respected directors in this business. But what is your opinion? How would you describe him?
Well, I think David is the best. I think that he brings out the best in people, and he creates an environment where you can do your greatest work and where there's a creative flow. And, I was very grateful for every moment, I had on set with David.
So what was your greatest challenge on this production for yourself? Were there?
Yeah, it was all challenging. I just felt like staying in the moment and staying present, which is what David does all the time, is what I tried to do.
Does David, because this is a type of a unique show with a lot of twists and turns, for yourself, while you were in production, does he keep you in the dark by just feeding you just a few script notes at a time, or do you actually know the entire storyline that's actually going throughout the season?
No, I only had my my parts, and I don't think there were very many people that had more than that. I think that's the way it worked.
So when you actually watch a show yourself, how do you personally react?
I love Twin Peaks, and The Return was is my favorite. I really I loved it. I loved the way it was delivered week by week. I love every character. I love characters that we lost touch with. I love characters we stayed with, and I love being in Twin Peaks.
So would you say that you are a definite fan of Twin Peaks of the 25 years ago?
I would say I'm a definite fan of Twin Peaks. Yeah.
So when David Lynch asked you to be in this show, what was your first reaction?
Well, tears were running down my cheek. I mean, I couldn't believe it. But David had acknowledged my film, and that was a really profound thing to happen initially. And so I was very grateful to have that be just that, and for additional things to happen on top of it, it still feels like a dream to me.
Now, I'm interviewing you here at San Diego Comic-Con, which is the ultimate fan convention. And how is your Comic-Con so far, and how exciting is it to actually meet fans who possibly, I want to say, may know more about Twin Peaks than you do? How do you react to that?
Yeah, I've met a couple on my way in. I meet them all the time, and I really enjoy the fans, and I enjoy talking about Twin Peaks, and I love the lore, and I love how much thought and energy is put into theories, and I really enjoy it. I love David Lynch as a filmmaker, and I love seeing the kind of conversation people have around it. I don't always join in because I think I enjoy listening to it more, but I love it.
So what's the most exciting thing that you're hoping out of this weekend for yourself?
Honestly, I'm excited to hang out with the OGs from Twin Peaks, because they're going to be here today too, and my current cast members, and I really love seeing them. Whenever I get to spend time with them, it's greatest.
And the ultimate question that a lot of fans do want to know: are you going to be back for the second season?
I don't know.
Tight-lipped on that. What kind of, as an actor yourself, what kind of roles do you like to actually partake in?
I like characters who maybe are on the fringe a little bit.
And how did you get your own start into this business? I mean, did you just wake up one day and you said, "Hi, I'm going to be an actor"?
Well, that one day that happened, I don't remember which day that was, but I trained as an actor in New York City right out of high school, and and I've been in theater for a long time, so I'm not. It's not my first rodeo, really.
Great. And besides Twin Peaks, do you have any other upcoming projects? Are you going back to the movies and such?
Yes, I'll be directing my second feature in the fall called "This House Is Your House," and it's a beautiful, small family drama written by a guy named William Boyle, and I can't wait to get down to it.
Awesome. And one last thing I do want to have to remark is your jacket right here. It says "That Fucker Ray." Tell me where is this coming from?
My mom made that for me, and she made some for the fans also, so I'll have those with me.
Well, hey, congratulations. Hey, it's my pleasure speaking with you, George. Thank you very much.